Hey, it's Midnight Raven, and welcome to another True Crime with Raven. I just want to say thank you to everybody for their positive comments and for watching these videos. Hopefully, you'll enjoy this video. I just want to show you my t-shirt. This says Note to Self, and it says Smile More, Worry Less. Some people have been asking about my little motif t-shirts, and today this is the one I'm wearing. So today we're looking at the disappearance of Maddie Scott. She went missing at the Lakeside disappearance case. So if you're new to my channel, welcome. I am the Midnight Raven. This is the Lakeside disappearance case part 1. It will be a 2-part because there are so many details. We're going to have to split this into 2 videos so that it doesn't go on for too long, and that so you can get the most out of these videos. So let's get started. So the Royal Canadian Mounted Police were alerted that a 20-year-old young girl called Maddie Scott was missing. Her parents were distressed, and on the 29th of May 2011 they were confronted by an anonymous and remote area in which to conduct the search to find their daughter. More than 30 hours had elapsed before anyone had any contact with Maddie at the Hog's Back Lake, a popular party location around 15 miles southeast of the small town called Vanderhoef or Vanderhoof. I'm not sure how to pronounce that. So a search of the area was done by volunteers, cadaver dogs, even a helicopter got in with this search. They searched the water, they searched the surrounding lake area with divers. Maddie was not in the water. There were no clues to where she was on land. This woman, for a whole decade, had disappeared and still remains a missing person. So we're going to look into this case, find out what happened, where did she go, and the ultimate question, why did she disappear? So the party Maddie had attended was at Hog's Back Lake. It was posted on Facebook and it was due to have around 50 people turn up. So a very small but big party. So Maddie knew many of them as they had attended the school she was attending. And she had given her old school friend a lift called Jody. So she'd given Geordie, Jordi, I think it's pronounced Geordie. So Geordie had been given a lift to the lake with her friends, and things turned ugly when a drunken fight broke out around midnight, including her old school friend Geordie. And Geordie had received injuries to her knee, and she had also brought her boyfriend with her, and they had decided to go home. They tried to persuade Maddie to go back with them instead of staying the night, but they had decided they were going back, and Maddie was adamant that she was staying at the lakeside, sleeping in her tent overnight. She'd already got into her sleeping bag and said she wasn't going back. She didn't see the point, and that she'd see them in the morning. And then they would come back to pick up the tent, etc. So she insisted on staying overnight, and by 3 a.m. the party had winded down and most of the partygoers that weren't staying the night had gone home. So at around 8:30 a.m. the next morning, Geordie returned to Hog's Back Lake to collect some clothing. Her tent was also needing to be put down and collected before she went to work. She later told police she saw Maddie's tent pitched next to her own tent, and that the pickup truck was still there with the tent next to it. The tent was unzipped, and although her sleeping bag was there, other belongings were also inside, but there was no sign of Maddie herself. There was a second larger party on the Saturday night intended by 150 people. It was like down from where they were. So by Sunday, Maddie's family had become increasingly worried that her tent was still there, her pickup truck was still there, and no one had seemingly been back to the tent. So they then decided they needed to call the police, who would then investigate her truck, her tent, interview friends and family, and try and find out where Maddie Scott had gone. Could a girl go to a lakeside party and then just disappear? Should she have gone home with her friends? Should she have been allowed to stay without the fear of disappearing? We will find out in part 2. So if you like this video, give it a big thumbs up, like and subscribe. This is the Lakeside disappearance of Maddie Scott, a girl who just wanted to party and inevitably disappeared. So if you like this video, give it a big thumbs up. This is True Crime with Raven. Let me know if you prefer these short videos being broken into two, or whether you prefer longer videos. I'm not sure how to do these. It's trial and error. But this is True Crime with Raven. This is the Lakeside disappearance, and I will see you for part 2 tomorrow. Take care and thanks for watching. Bye, guys.